is our BIP? Beauty professionals, in this video, we're going to talk about the business information page, and I am so excited to share this piece of information with you. So, welcome to your BIP theory video. After watching this video, you should be able to identify everything you need to properly set up and build your business BIP. Remember, it will take time to master and is forever changing and adapting to your business's direction. The best way to use this tool is to have it up to date and consistent, somewhere easy for you to access. So be flexible and have fun. Create this for your business, and it's going to save you a lot of heartache down the line. So for references, this is something that I myself, Claire, the headmistress at Boss Lady Beauty Academy, developed. This is for all industries, all businesses, but this is specifically talking about beauty professionals. I came up with this idea after struggling with my business and my brand for just at this point too long. And so I started this document, and it has been a living, breathing part of my business since. It has gotten me out of so much trouble and so many situations that come up as a business owner. So I wanted to share it with you. So why do a BIP? Organization, ease of access, professional, and error prevention. The information that is going to go into your BIP or your business information page is all the information that you need to be successful. So I'm talking about bank account information, links to documents that you file with the Secretary of State, links to tax forms that you filed, your budget, your debit card number and information, your business address, your business mailing address, what address the IRS has on file, your attorney's information if you have that, your lawyer, same thing, your attorney information, any accounts information, your accountant's information. Any and everything that happens for your business should be on the business information page. Essentially, what a business information page is a living document that grows and adapts with your beauty business. So the more information that you have readily available, the faster you can access it so that you can get things done in your business quickly and effectively. Benefits of having a BIP. So have your business organized and easy to run. At the end of the day, an organized business is more likely to be successful. So having a BIP will allow you to spend less time on the day-to-day and the back office work and spend more time actually interfacing with the clients who pay and support your business. When to do it. The BIP is a document, so there's no real right time. They say that the best time to start it is when you started the journey. So if you are, enrolled in school for 6 months, or you had the idea yesterday, that's the best time. Obviously, that's the past. So the next best time is right now. And I literally mean right now. I want you to stop what you're doing, pause this video if you must, get a sheet of paper or find a place in your phone, computer, tablet to make a document, title it BIP or Business Information Page, and start writing down every piece of information that is relevant to your business. You're going to be able to organize it and change it. Like I said, it's going to consistently grow and adapt. But right now, all the data that you currently have, put it on there. I'm going to share with you a piece of information that you don't think you're going to need, that you will be asked probably 100 times a year. When was the business opened? They are looking for the date that you registered with the Secretary of State, or that you got your EIN, that you got your LLC, whatever formation you did, they are looking for that date. That sounds great to say January 1st, 2023, but is that the day that you legally created this entity? Or is that the day that you changed your mindset? So you need to know your opening date on paper so that anytime you're asked for it, and you will be asked for it a lot, you have that information readily available. Also, the type of entity that you are. Are you a doing business as? Are you an LLC? Are you an LLC Corp? Are you an LLC S Corp? C Corp? You're going to be asked these questions countless times in business. Have the data ready to go so that you don't have to guess or go searching for it. Components of a BIP. So what's included in a BIP and why? What's included is your business profile. I like to section it off based on the type of information that I'm going to be using it for. So, for example, you may have your financial section with your bank account numbers, your business address, your accountant, your goals for, your financial goals for your business, your customer service support number for your accounts, where your bills are paid to, how you pay those bills, and the day that those bills are due. That's my financial component. But I will also have a design component. So I have like a sub BIP that's strictly a design sheet. So it says design sheets / BIP. And what that is a hot sheet with my logo in multiple formats, my tagline, my fonts, my color schemes with color codes, and any other relevant information to any of the businesses, like things that we get made for us, our social media posts, like what we like, what we don't like, all of that in one clean document. So when I hire a designer to design a flyer for me, I can send them that, as opposed to going back and forth with them doing a document in the wrong shade of pink. So the components are going to be all the relevant information that you need to run and operate your business. I personally recommend subsectioning it off like I just described. Design, financial, contracts, vendors, locations, data, emails that you use for your business, passwords for those emails that you use in your business, social media passwords that you use for your business. It may seem like, well, I'll just know this stuff. But I just listed 10 things. You think you're going to remember 10 passwords? You're not. Write it down and make this BIP something that any question that is asked of you, by you or by someone else, your tax ID number, your EIN number, I think that's the same. Yeah, no, sales tax ID, your EIN, all of those numbers are going to be asked of you. So if I can pull up one document with the details, it saves so much time. And then how to keep it, you can use a few different options. You can use digital, you can use pen and paper, anything that you desire, however you're best organized. I would stay away from pen and paper because, one, this is updated consistently. If you're prompted to change your email password, if you can just go to the notes on your iPhone, or if you can go to your notes in Google Docs and quickly change that password, it's much easier. We are going to talk about security of this doc, so we'll get into that a little bit later, but ultimately I recommend a digital version. Now, I wanted to show this Instagram versus reality, and I love this little meme because it's just like, oh, this is fine. Everything's fine. And people joke with you all the time that running a business can feel like that, like chaos, pandemonium, craziness. And let me tell you, as someone who's been in business for herself for probably 8 years at this point, 4 with the school and then 4 before opening the actual academy, I can tell you that is not a joke. It literally feels like I'm always on fire. But once I adapted the BIP, once I put it into use, it was so much easier to put out small fires in the business and get admin stuff done, or even delegate admin tasks, because I had the data and I had the information. So when I access my BIP, it really just makes me feel confident that the day-to-day is going to get handled. And by not having a BIP, as your business grows and scales, you're going to constantly feel like your business is on fire if you don't have a system in place. So what is a BIP? A BIP is your back office. It's a living document that has all the details to operate your business. It's reliable, and it's for things like resources, passwords, and other business data, and it's simply a reference sheet. What it is not is public. No one should have access to this that is not either in the business as an owner, so someone who has equal responsibility in the business, or someone you trust enough to delegate some tasks to. Unreliable, meaning if you update a password in real time, you need to update your sheet. If you add something new, you need to update the information. It's only as reliable as you are. So if you don't take the document seriously, then it's not going to be reliable and replaceable. If you lose this, you're essentially starting over. And so I like to have two versions of the BIP. I like to have the document, and then I like to have a thumb drive that I can plug into my phone or my computer with all of my information. So I'm going to tell you a horror story. Like I said, I have two versions of a BIP. I have my document, and then I have a thumb drive. Well, I keep my thumb drive in my purse. If you've ever met me in real life or ever seen inside of my purse, it is, your girl has a problem. Well, one day I got back from a trip and I was emptying out my purse to change it from, vacation purse to back to work. I broke my thumb drive. All of my files, logos, designs, marketing material, beauty books that we've written, our planner, just like old versions and new versions of all of this stuff that I had been doing for 3 years broke. And I was crushed, right? It was everything that I had put into this business. Essentially, if someone had gotten that thumb drive, plugged it in, they could literally duplicate Boss Lady Beauty Academy. My tax returns from years past, like bank statement, everything that you could imagine. But because I had a digital, like, document version of the BIP in the drive, I have all those documents. They're just in the drive. So by having the BIP in two formats, when one fell or was destroyed or whatever, I had a backup. So now I can easily get a new thumb drive, plug it in, drag and drop those files right to the thumb drive, and I don't miss a beat. So making sure you keep your BIP, protected when you can, but in the event that something does go wrong, I like to have a backup. So let's talk about how to build yours. If you haven't already started the sheet, go ahead and start it now. Gather all the information that you want to input, create your layout, figure out who's going to have access to it, so it needs to be stored in a place that only those people can access, and how you're going to revoke access when necessary, and security. So let's move on to security, local and cloud storage. So for me, my security is twofold. I have it in a local place, the thumb drive, and on my personal computer notes. So my Apple ID as a person, I have my BIP, and then I have my physical thumb drive. But I also had the cloud storage. So I have Google Drive. If you've seen any of my other videos, I've probably talked about Google Drive. I have a business Google Drive and I have a personal Google Drive. So my business Google Drive, which my admin team has access to, has all the information that was in the BIP, but it's just spread out, so it's not categorized the same. So if ever I were to have to fire someone or replace someone, or they move on, then I can just remove their access to the Google Drive, but I still have a duplicate version of it in my personal Google Drive. I have a duplicate version on the thumb drive, and I have a digital version of the doc on my personal Apple ID. So the benefit of that is if one falls, I have 3 other options. The downside is every change that I make, I have to make in 4 places. So you pick and choose as far as security and how you want to go about that. I recommend at least 2, but no less than 2. So at minimum 2, at maximum 4 different areas in places that you can manage. The more areas, the less likely you are to lose any data, but the more areas, it's also the more likely more time you're gonna spend, is what I would say, updating it, because every time you update it, you've got to update it in 4 places. So let's move on to some mistakes with the BIP. Failing to secure your BIP is probably the number 1 mistake. Having the information in one place is lovely until you realize that you have all the information in one place. I'm talking bank accounts, credit card numbers, debit card numbers, CVCs, like everything you need is in one place. So if it gets into the wrong hands, you're ultimately exposing your business and your brand. So it's very important that you secure it. Also, not keeping your BIP updated. This document is worthless if it's 2 years old. It's really worth it if it's one password old. If one iteration of your passwords, if you change them every quarter or every 6 months, if one password is not updated, your whole sheet's pretty much void because you can't trust it because something is not up to date. So keeping it up to date is very important. Not keeping it up to date would be a big mistake. And then from there, starting over. If you're unorganized and you have to start over every time you add something, then you're really defeating the purpose of the BIP. You want this document to be something that is your go-to. You depend on it, you believe in it, you trust it, it's safe, and it's effective. If you're constantly starting this document over, you're never going to get into a groove or into the swing of it to make it worth your while. Are there any other mistakes that you can think of with your BIP or potential BIP if you haven't already started it? To finish this off, I'm going to go in with a tip or maybe two, we'll see. But one tip that I recommend is to use it for all information. Attach your logos, varying styles, types, pictures, and other digital media. This document only works if you work it. So put inventory into the document. And you don't necessarily have to have the inventory on the document, but you can create an inventory document and link it to the document. I also have short codes or quick replies in my BIP. So if someone is constantly, and I'm saying constantly, but a question that we probably get asked 10 times a day is, how much does it cost for this program? Or what are the hours of your business? Instead of formulating that text or that chat or that email every single time I'm asked, I can just copy and paste. Another good one is people always ask me for the link to my Zoom. Well, I don't have to go to Zoom and capture that link. I can go to my BIP, copy, paste. It's going to take me 2 minutes. So 2 tips, use it for all information for the first one. Second tip, use it and put things in it that you do pretty consistently. Short codes, preset messages for common questions, links to other documents. Have it all in one little place so that it's truly like your little business Bible. And that's your BIP. Remember, this came from my mind. I'm not claiming for this document to be, some amazing invention that I created. What I am saying is when I founded it in business as a business owner, it changed the way I felt about my business, the way I operated in my business, and my overall response time. And when all of those things improved, I was able to spend more time doing things of value for my customers as opposed to doing things that were of value to me and operating my business. So do what it is that you like, what you desire. But if you haven't already, get a BIP going and see how it can transform you and your beauty business today. If you have any questions, you know how to reach me. Otherwise, I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye.